Blake Shelton is preparing for season 23 of The Voice to start airing in March. This being his final season, the country singer has shared what he wants to take from the set. After all, he has been there for over a decade and is the only OG coach remaining. So what exactly does he hope to snag when he departs? Take your guesses and read on for more details. As a viewer at home, it's hard to know which objects on the Voice set are superimposed and which are concrete. With Blake Shelton preparing for his last season, he is clearly beginning to get sentimental. That being said, he obviously has been looking around the set trying to decide what he wants to snag once he departs. The musician and reality star has already shared what he wants from his co-coaches as retirement gifts. Now, Blake Shelton has opened up to people about what he desperately wants to take with him when his time is over. He really wants to take his chair with him. However, he is uncertain whether or not the show will allow him to take it with him when he exits. "I don't know if they're gonna offer that or not. I feel like they owe me a damn chair though," he started. Blake went on to add, "I mean, who else can sit in my chair? It's like the Three Bears. I don't want anybody else sitting in my chair. I'm gonna try to get that away from them. Maybe I'll have to buy it or something." Blake Shelton has been faithful to his chair since the series began in 2011. Adam Levine started with him and they formed a great bromance together. Unfortunately, the duo broke up when Adam left the series in 2019 after season 16. Back to Blake getting his chair as a parting gift, he did follow up with this. "I'm sure they're gonna say, well, the one thing you took was a lot of our money, so you should be happy with that." It was reported that Blake makes around $13 million per season as a coach, so he essentially made $26 million per year. There is a lot ahead for Blake Shelton. Season 23 of The Voice still has to air and he is going for win number 10. Will he succeed? He is definitely very determined. Additionally, his new reality series with Carson Daly and Nikki Bella, Barmageddon, just finished its first season. Blake also has his music, Clearly, and a new Oli Red Bar locale, this time in Las Vegas. It is his 6th location and will encompass live music every single night. Finally, he will get to spend a lot more time with his wife, Gwen Stefani, so there is a lot on his plate. Now, if he can only get this chair. When it comes to memorabilia, sentimental value often trumps everything else. After over a decade as a cornerstone of The Voice, Blake Shelton has accumulated countless memories, fostered life-changing connections, and cemented his legacy as one of the show's most iconic coaches. Now, as he steps away from the red swivel chair, the question looms. What single memento would Blake Shelton want to take with him to commemorate his time on The Voice set? Blake Shelton joined The Voice as an original coach in 2011, during the show's very first season. Since then, he's been the most consistent presence on the panel, bringing his trademark wit, southern charm, and competitive spirit to every episode. Over the years, he has helped launch the careers of numerous aspiring artists and established himself as the winningest coach on the show with a record-breaking 9 victories under his belt. For Blake, the show wasn't just a career milestone, it was a deeply personal journey. It's where he met his wife, Gwen Stefani, and forged lifelong friendships with fellow coaches like Adam Levine and Kelly Clarkson. With so many defining moments, it's no wonder choosing a single memento would be a monumental task. If you ask fans what represents The Voice more than anything, they'll probably point to the iconic red swivel chair. It's a symbol of the show's blind audition process, where coaches judge singers based solely on their voice. Blake spent countless hours in that chair, pressing the big red button to turn around for artists he believed in. For Blake, the chair holds immense sentimental value. It's where he first sat alongside Adam Levine and Christina Aguilera, embarking on a journey that no one could have predicted would last 23 seasons. It's where he laughed, argued, and cheered. Some fans speculate that if Blake were to take anything, it would be his chair, an enduring emblem of his coaching career. Another contender for Blake's favorite memento could be the custom neon sign featuring his name, which hangs behind his chair. The sign became a hallmark of his presence on the show, lighting up the stage and adding a personal touch to his corner. It's a cheeky yet sentimental reminder of the role he played in making The Voice such a beloved series. This particular memento also symbolizes Blake's humor and self-awareness. He never took himself too seriously, and the neon sign reflected his larger-than-life personality. Taking it home would be a way to keep a piece of the Voice stage alive in his own space, perhaps in his Oklahoma ranch studio. Over his 23 seasons, Blake has won The Voice more times than any other coach, making the trophy a strong contender for his ideal keepsake. Each time a contestant on his team won, Blake celebrated with enthusiasm, often sharing heartfelt words about their journey and growth. While Blake is likely too modest to take credit for all the success, a single trophy could encapsulate his legacy as a coach. It's not just about the wins, it's about the relationships he built with his team members and the role he played in helping them achieve their dreams. Blake often reminisces about the early days of The Voice when he shared the panel with Adam Levine, Christina Aguilera, and Chilo Green. For him, those first few seasons were special because they laid the foundation for everything that followed. A framed photo of the original 4 coaches could be the perfect memento for Blake. It would remind him of where it all began and the friendships that shaped his journey. Over the years, he's often joked about his love-hate relationship with Adam Levine, but it's clear that their camaraderie meant a lot to him. While physical items can serve as keepsakes, Blake has often expressed his gratitude to the fans who supported him throughout his time on The Voice. He's joked, laughed, and even teared up in front of the audience, showing his genuine connection with them. For Blake, the memories of interacting with fans, hearing their cheers, and sharing the experience with them may be more meaningful than any physical object. It's a testament to the power of the show and its ability to bring people together. In interviews leading up to his departure, Blake has reflected on what The Voice has meant to him. "This show has changed my life in every way for the better," he shared in an emotional statement. "It's been a hell of a ride and I'll miss it, but it's time for what's next." When asked about mementos, Blake's response has been as lighthearted as you'd expect. "Maybe I'll take one of the red buttons," he joked. "That way, I can just hit it whenever I want and pretend I'm still coaching." Ultimately, whatever Blake chooses to take from The Voice set, it will represent more than just his time on the show. It will embody the relationships, laughter, and unforgettable moments that defined his experience. Whether it's the chair, the neon sign, or something entirely unexpected, one thing is certain: Blake Shelton's legacy on The Voice will endure long after he's gone. As fans say goodbye to the Cowboy coach, they can take comfort in knowing that Blake's impact on the show and on the lives of countless artists will never be forgotten. And as for Blake, he'll always have that one special memento to remind him of the incredible ride that was The Voice.